Hello and welcome back. What we're going to talk about here are portfolios. You always want to make sure all your campaigns are in a portfolio at any time. I'll say that again. Always make sure all your campaigns are in a portfolio at any time. This is because it's the only way to prevent ad spend more than you're looking to spend for the month. So if you have a budget of $200 for the month, if your campaigns aren't in a portfolio, your ads could end up spending thousands of dollars. Not to scare you, but you really do want to make sure you have things in portfolios. So how to do so, you just hit create a portfolio. Once you've created it, you'll name it, and then you'll set your monthly budget cap. You can either do reoccurring monthly or for a certain date range as well. And so that's how you can monitor that. And then going into actually making changes to your bidding. If we come in here to this campaign and go to targeting, one thing I wanted to cover last time, to actually adjust the bids on certain things, you'll do that here. So this is where, it's the maximum amount you will pay for a click when this target triggers your ad. Now, the bidding system on Amazon is a second place bidding system. So basically, if you're bidding $1.03, there's multiple things that Amazon will take into consideration when showing your ad. Now, let's go back to Amazon.com here. Let's go to business book. Actually, let's go back to this one over here. Your question might be, well, isn't the person who just spends, if I put $100 there per click, which I would not advise that, does that just mean that my book is going to be the one that shows up? And that's not the case. Amazon takes into consideration how relevant your book is. We looked at the click-through rate earlier. We talked about the average is 0.36. If you have a click-through rate that's really, really bad, Amazon might not want to show your campaigns as much. And so they have a back-end formula that they basically do that takes into consideration, well, how much am I bidding, or how much are you bidding? How relevant are you specifically to this audience? They take those things into consideration. How is your book actually currently selling? What is your conversion rate, which is, how many clicks, how many clicks does it take for you to get a sale? These are all things Amazon's going to take into consideration when deciding to show your book. So those are all things that are important to factor in besides just the bid. People think, oh, well, if I just bid the highest, my ad will get shown. That's not the case. I wish that was the case, but it's just not the case. And so, these are various targets that this author is currently targeting. And to adjust those bids, you can go off suggested bids and getting started. We usually have a path towards setting bids, which I'll tell you about, but you can just click on the bid. You can just adjust the bid and do it that way. If you want to raise things by a certain percentage all at once, you can also, there's a way to do that as well, which is adjust bid. And then you can, set the bid to, or decrease it by 10%, increase it by 10 cents, things like that. So there's a ways to actually change your bids for certain things. And so hopefully that gives you some more background into the tour of your campaign dashboard.